Whether you have a few ounces of precious metals or 1,000, we're all susceptible to straying off our goals from time to time. And I find myself currently in that situation. It makes me wonder, is it costing me big bucks? Well, we're going to talk about that and a lot more, so stay tuned. YouTube, what's happening? Welcome to another episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. I am your host for today, and as a reminder, please keep hands and feet inside the car at all times while the ride's in motion. And as always, a big shout out and a thank you for being here today to check out the new video. And also to everyone who joined us on Wednesday Metal Mania last night. It was a good talk, at least until my internet crapped out. Gotta love Spectrum's garbage service. But regardless, the support for the channel has been amazing, and that tells me that we're in the best damn community on YouTube. You guys are awesome. Anyway, today, as I said in the intro, I think quite a few of us, not all of us, but quite a few, me included, have strayed off their goals and gotten into stuff they normally wouldn't have. Now, is that okay? Or are those types of purchases taking away money that could be going towards silver and gold weight for our stack? Well, let's go ahead and find out.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
So first off, it's important to recognize as quickly as possible when you're off track so you can correct your course before you get too far off. I was up in Virginia Beach with Patriotic Stacker, and we hit some really nice coin shops. But I realized after spending a bunch of money that I hadn't really added any substantial weight to my stack, just collectible and numismatic stuff. And that got me thinking, am I off the rails or what? Now, I used to be really strict about sticking to bullion and adding weight, but somewhere along the line in 2023, I veered off course. And once I put some thought into it, I figured out why. I was burned out on the same old, same old. I mean, I had a great stack of gold, along with maples, Britannias, eagles, generic silver to balance it all out. And then the worst thing that can happen to a stacker happened to me. I got bored.
I was tired of my lady. We'd been together too long.
I got bored with stacking. And that led me into a whole slew of stuff that I was pretty good at avoiding up until this year. So I'm going to show you a few things I found myself into in 2023. And let me know in the comments if you've ever fallen into this predicament as well. Alright, first category is going to be 10-ounce bars. Now, I've done a few videos on these. I think they're the absolute sweet spot of silver stacking. And I've done several videos on them. But I've started to get caught up in the, let's say, designer bars for the 10 ounces. And they're just not cost effective when it comes to adding weight. Collectible? Sure. But cost effective? Probably not. And I'll give you some examples. You've all seen the Argentea bars by now. Great detail, high relief, beautiful bars. Beautiful bars. But not the cheapest you're going to find. Seriously. We all know that. Here's another Argentea. I mean, I do love this stuff, and it was hard for me to say no to it. But this stuff is amazing. So I got caught up in those. Another one from the Royal Mint. 3 Graces. Very limited edition bar. And say hello to my little cricket friend. Very limited edition. There's only 6,100 of these made. So, yeah, it's an amazing bar. And I do anticipate it if everything stays normal. It should go up in value. And then another one, here's the last example, a Garasopa bar. Yeah, collectible. Collectible at best. These are pricey. So, yeah, 10-ounce bars, I strayed from just the straight-up generic 10 ounces and started drifting into the collectible ones. All right, next up is slab collectible stuff. Good example, this 90% right here. This is a PF 69 Ultra Cameo. Pricey. Pretty pricey, but what a cool design. So I couldn't resist that one. Another example, this is from, a lot of people have never seen these. This is from the Shawnee Tribe. Pretty cool, from 2003. And more examples. This was a Key Date Britannia that I picked up in Virginia Beach. I could not resist that one, and I got a great price on it. But again, was it something I needed? Probably not. Garasopa one. This is a 1/4 ounce. 2013. This is shipwreck silver. They melted all the silver down they recovered from the ship. This one cost me a little bit. This one's a 2013 maple, but it was a special edition. High relief Peatford edition. And what that means, it's a little bit thicker. It's not as wide. They made it thicker. But what a beautiful design on that. It's like an anniversary edition. And a couple of other ones. Simpsons silver. I mean, really? Come on. This one, I had to have this one, and it did cost me, but it was something I had to have. So there you have it. Slab coins. All right, third category is Morgan silver dollars. I've been collecting these starting this year. I've always admired the coin. I've always loved the Morgan silver dollar, but it was never something that I felt the need to collect or stack. And let's face it, these are not junk. They're not just 90% silver. These are collectible. And if you want to try to put together a set, you're going to pay some money for it. So I'm not looking for perfection on these. I'm just looking for good condition and to collect as many as I can. I'm okay with the prices I get on these are pretty decent. So the details are good, but it may not be the brightest silver in the world. And there's our cricket friend again. But yeah, Morgan silver dollars. Again, I wasn't going to get into these, but I'm just fascinated with them, and I developed a love for them earlier this year, so I started stacking them and trying to fill some holes. It's been fun. It's been fun looking for them, doing searches at coin shops. And I'm having a blast with them. I really am. I'm having a blast with them. They can get pricey, and God knows if I want to fill some of the holes in my collection, I'm going to pay for it big time. But that's part of numismatics. And the last category that I've slipped into in 2024 is boutique or limited edition silver. And I'm talking about stuff like this. This is a 5-ounce terracotta army. From Fiji, I think. Was it Fiji? Yeah, it's Fiji, 2018. Really limited. I believe they only made 10,000 of these, so definitely gotten into the collectible aspect of these. So limited edition, 10,000. I paid a decent amount for this, but not really more than your average 5-ounce bar, so I got a pretty good deal on it. I liked it. It came in a bag, like a canvas bag, and COA and all that good stuff. And some more crazy boutique stuff. These are limited to 25,000. If I can get it to focus. There we go. These are from the Republic of Chad. These are 2 troy ounces of silver, antiqued. Pretty cool. Not too bad. You got Ramses II. And they did an afterlife of Ramses. This is what he looks like now. So I actually really do like this one. This one's cool as hell. Great design. Beautiful design. Again, 2 ounces. And one more, just for good measure. I believe this is Horus. Come on, focus for me, focus. Alright, camera's acting stupid today. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, this is Horus, another 2 ounces from Chad. So again, these were pricey. I paid definitely more than 2 ounces worth for sure on those, but they are pretty limited. They are pretty limited. And one last one, this maple that comes in its own wooden maple box. Very cool, very cool. It was limited to 15,000 in the world, but here's the problem: it's 1 ounce of silver, and I paid, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, either $95 to $100 for that set. So $95 to $100 for an ounce of silver, that doesn't make sense in any way, shape, or form. Collectibles, folks. It's all about collectibles and keeping focus on where we're going. Sometimes I see something like that. I love the maple, so that was a natural buy. I got sucked in. What can I say? So those are just some examples of the silver that's got me off track in 2023. Now, the question is this: is this stuff costing me money? Yeah, absolutely it is. First off, if we were ever to hit an SHTF situation, which I honestly don't think I'll see in my lifetime, but who knows, all this fancy stuff I've shown you will be worth exactly, wait for it, its weight in silver. Not going to be any premiums, not going to be any profit, just the value in weight. But SHTF aside, another question to ask about this stuff is this: under normal conditions, will I get back what I have into them? Good question. Well, that depends on two factors, really, when you think about it. The first is maybe you find a peer-to-peer sale and you find someone who likes the stuff and wants it as much as you did. And the second is if the price of silver increases by the time I'm ready to sell, which is at least another 20 years or so. But is any of that guaranteed? Nah, sure isn't. Do I think silver will increase enough in 20 years to cover my premiums? Yeah, I do. Especially if we look back at the historical price of silver. Again, there's no guarantee, but history does dictate that silver will increase in value over the next 2 decades, unless something astronomical occurs, like technology finding other ways around using silver for industry. And that'd definitely make the game interesting for sure. Now we're getting ready to close this video out, but I just want to add that it's easy to get off track for quite a few of us. I know there are a lot of disciplined stackers out there who are just hell-bent on adding weight, and I applaud that. I really do. I give you credit. Normally I'm disciplined, but not recently, and I at least recognize that I was falling away from my stacking mantra, and that was just to stack, and stack silver and gold bullion, along with enough generics to meet my weight goals. But on the flip side, I do want to add that I already hit my weight goal a while ago, so that's kind of been modified and increased as I go along. So I do actually have some leeway to buy the fun stuff, and that's what I call it, fun stuff. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, as long as you don't have any expectations of this stuff skyrocketing in value. Just keep it real, have some fun, and recognize that when you've gone off the rails a bit, you can still make adjustments if you want to. All right. So those are just some of my thoughts on losing focus on stacking. Be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what's on your mind, and if you've ever gone off track from your own stacking goals. I do go through all the comments, and I try to respond to each one. But that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. And if you made it this far, well, kudos to you. I'll definitely catch up with you in the next episode. But in the meantime, you know what's coming.
What do you want to do with your life?
Damn right. Get stacked. Stay safe and be well, everyone. I am out of here. Peace, folks.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.